stage, Zack.
I'm extremely nervous. This is going to be my first speech. So, Spox. Let's go back. Way back. 15th century. Scratch that, 16th century. Sorry, I got my numbers crossed up. 1500s, 16th century. It's the 16th century, and there's a lot of bad stuff happening in the 16th century. Not a lot of Reformation. And the Spanish are coming to Africa to take part in this horrible atrocity called the slave trade. They're scooping up people and they're transferring them to Latin America to farm for their entire lives and eventually pass away. It's very depressing, and it's a very dark part of our history that we always wish wasn't there to begin with, because it wasn't right in any regard. But the thing is, you can't move all those people when they have a heart of rebellion, when they know that what's happening to them isn't right. So what do? Well, they crush their heart of rebellion. They crush what they enjoy. And a lot of the enjoyment in that time was music, was percussion especially. So the Spanish people, the Spanish traders, decided to ban all drums. All those djembes and all the drums with all these goat skin, cow skin covers, they decided that's not going to be on the ships, that's not going to travel over to Peru. That's not traveling to Cuba either. It's forbidden. But you'll find that crushing a heart is not that simple. You'll find that people can find a way to rebel. The slaves on those ships decided, hey, we don't have drums made of goat skin. We don't have drums made of cow skin. So we'll just find something else. And they picked up the crates that's carrying all these materials that they're carrying over from Africa and said, hey, these crates are always coming over with us. So they'll always be coming over with us. So we'll take this and turn it into an instrument. So they sat down on those crates and they played. And they kept on playing. And it brought them extreme joy. They loved this music. It brought them excitement in the world of just dreariness and hard labor. All around the history of Peru, it was just hard for all those slaves. And I don't need to explain it to you, you already know. But they found enjoyment in that. And it soon became a part of Peruvian history. This box drum made a difference. They saw that this can be an instrument, and they started playing and playing and playing until it caught on. Well, eventually a Spanish flamenco artist came over, and he heard this, and he heard potential. He heard an instrument that can be incorporated in every single genre of music. But the first thing he did was add a snare to it. And it turned from this to this. It developed as an instrument. It went from just being a Peruvian thing to being a global thing, expressing the rebellion of these slaves against their masters. And even though the history isn't shown, the instrument is passed down from generation to generation, from genre to genre. And now this instrument, this tool of rebellion, is spreading throughout the world. It's making an impact in the music genre. This instrument can be played not only in flamenco music, not only in Spanish music, but it's played in rock concerts, it's played in jazz, it's played in reggae. This instrument, it's a box, and it's played all over the world. This instrument cost me $120, and I hate it. Because I realized that I can build this for 15. This box is a drum set by itself. It can play bass, it can play snare, it can play high tones. It can play everything, except for the hi-hat. And even that you can add with the tambourine. You can play this wherever and share the message of equality. Thank you.
Let's write our comments, and that wraps up our Speakathon for tonight. Would Alex Mathews like to come up and say a few words?
Sure. Yes. Let's give a round of applause for, again, our Toastmaster today for the Speakathon, Melissa Shoemaker. Thank you, speakers, for coming. We have smaller audience, maybe two people smaller than last week, but we're still coming here and expect our audience to grow with each month. Next month we'll have 2 Speakathons, and the month after that in April we'll have 2 Speakathons. And we plan on signing up for a full 8 people each Speakathon. So stay tuned for that. Facebook announcements, that's where all of our information is going to come from. Does anyone have any questions or announcements right now?
Oh,
Todd.
if you don't have a role for next Monday, please sign up for a role.
We're missing all the reports, right?
Yeah, all the reports.
All the reports. So if you're coming to the next meeting, remember to sign up online. That's everything.
And we also need a Toastmaster.
Oh.
For
Again.
Monday?
Yeah.
Go ahead, put it down.
Oh, sweet.
Wait. Yeah, put it down, yeah. Put it
Okay.
Thank you, Jessica. That being said, thank everyone for coming. I'll see you in 5 days. All right.
That was sexy. She read my comment.
Yeah, that was a really good story. I liked it. Very captivating.